Avoir de nom de moi, ça.
Ah.
Bah, ça, c'est la team que Maxence m'avait dit de prendre il y a quelques mois. Il dit ça, mais t'as pas encore vu leur niveau. Toi, t'inquiète pas, sans mon cul. Ah oui, tu peux. Fais l'intro. Ah, y'a deux? Quoi? Ah, ok, c'est Maxence qui a vite. Oui, quoi? Ah ouais, j'ai pas mieux, hein. Eh, je t'ai dit, tu vas saigner des yeux quand tu verras mon compte, hein. Eh, Eh, Noam, pour que t'arrives à comprendre, il est en train de regarder mon compte sur Genshin. Il est en train de saigner des yeux actuellement, si ça... C'est ce que je veux dire. Eh, quoi? Ah, ah oui. Mais j'ai peur d'un c'est fuck légendaire! Quoi? Waouh, wow, sans mon cul. Non, mais tu sais pourquoi elle est pas XP? Mais c'est normal. Mais c'est normal. Attends, laisse-moi t'expliquer. Laisse-moi t'expliquer. J'en ai qu'une seule, frère. Attends, que tu comprennes un truc. Avant mon équipe, c'était Ayato. Bah lui, Diluc. Il y avait Tignari et je sais plus qui. Ça, on va être d'accord sur ce point. Et en fait, les autres, ils vont pâter les couilles. C'est juste un jour, j'ai décidé de relancer Genshin pour faire un truc avec Maxence et voilà. Oui. C'est le niveau d'aventure qu'il faut? Quoi? Après, tu t'étonnes que je douille contre les fatouilles. Bah non, c'est pas étonnant, c'est normal. Frère, je te dis, mon compte, il a la raclure de chiotte. J'ai des personnages bien, mais faits avec de la merde. Eh, regarde, Raiden, niveau 40. Bennett aussi.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Elle. Eh, j'ai pas une... Ah non, j'avais pas de constellation du Luc. Non. Ouais, non, je peux pas. Faut rien faire. Non, mais oublie pas, il y a de la latence. Avant de m'engueuler parce que tu prends du temps. Non, non, il y a de la latence. Ouais. Comment
I
on fait
have to
déjà?
stifle a smile every time I remember.
Comme ça. Réduire. Ouais, c'est des zooms au max. Je vais revoir ça après. Bon, bah, Natlan, ça c'est normal. Plusieurs fois Guillaume. Comme ma bite. Ouais. Ah oui, non, mais Natlan, j'avais juste commencé et après, j'ai rien fait de plus.
The look on my retainer's face.
Alors, elle est où la carte d'histoire? C'est où? C'est où? Ah ouais,
When I
ah
informed
ouais. Quelle histoire? On est une, deux, trois. Quoi? Quoi? Oui. Eh Noam, il est en train de péter son crâne. J'ai pas pu. Regarde, termine d'abord les 4 requis avant de continuer.
my plan.
Chiant. En plus, c'est dans le sous-sol. Vas-y, casse les couilles. Ah! Ah non, mais moi, ce qui me casse les couilles, c'est pas que ça soit sur la map, c'est que ça soit dans les sous-sols. On dit faut souffrir pour être beau et faut souffrir pour être fort. Putain, c'est chiant. Je peux pas me taper. Non. Ouais, donc en fait, tu vas revenir me voir dès que je serai niveau 45. Oui, je sais, il faut des artefacts légendaires, il faut être niveau 45 pour avoir des artefacts légendaires. On avait déjà expliqué ça. Et là, c'est pas de l'exploration, c'est quand tu fais un parcours une fois et tout ça. Là, c'est plus de l'exploration, c'est du farm intensif. Ça, c'est pas pareil. Et en plus de ça, c'est même pas un farm intensif génial, c'est un farm intensif chiant. Je kiffe plus ma vie à trouver du putain de diamant sur Minecraft qu'à putain de trouver des fleurs sur Roy Engine. Il y a un problème quelque part. Pas les couilles, ça casse comme les couilles. Les coffres de Zelda, je les respecte. Les coffres de Genshin, je m'en carre le cul avec. Ça te va comme réponse? Non? Toi aussi, va te enculer. Non. Ah, c'est simple, c'est chiant, ça veut faire passer tes chiens. C'est que même si tu peux jouer au jeu pour, en ne payant rien, c'est quand même mieux de payer pour avoir certains trucs comme ça.
Greetings, boss.
Et ça, c'est
How
chiant.
may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened up.
Yeah, I've heard.
It also reminded after my partner here put the. Can you do me a favor?
After that,
Il y a
my
des jeux,
first
c'est des
reaction
trucs
was
qui
that
payent, les
Mr.
trucs que tu
Callus's
payes.
life was in
C'est
danger.
vraiment
So
des
I
trucs,
grabbed my holster and made a
pour la
mad
vente, c'est
dash
ce
toward
qu'il
the
veut.
scene.
Là, c'est
But when I
si jamais
got
tu vas
there,
avoir une chance de pouvoir
was-
So you
parcourir
also
tout
remember
le truc
two
ou être
gunshots then?
puissant,
Indeed. The guard
par-
said that the first
parfois
shot didn't hit
raquer
anyone.
de la thune.
Reason being, but according to the about the clothes left at the scene that you
Si
mentioned.
tu essayes d'obtenir tous les
Do you
persos du
think
jeu
there was
et
a-
sans
At least from our
ustensiles, c'est que tu vas
perspective, the
mettre
gun he was holding
beaucoup de temps.
Probably belonged to
Beaucoup trop.
Jacques.
Yeah, that make. But hold on. He didn't even. Did he lose all?
About
Obligé de
I'll
raquer
tell
en
you
mode
every-
I understand. And if I may just. Many people have. But it was Mr. Cal. No matter what.
Don't worry. You and all.
Putain, mais c'est vrai ça, ils sont venus chiants. En fait, juste tout ce qu'il y a à savoir, c'est que la RNG du jeu doit être avec toi. J'espère que tu sais ce que c'est la RNG. Non.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Bah, c'est pas vraiment de l'aléatoire, mais voilà. c'est-
Oh,
Oh,
oh, okay.
are you sure there is?
I mean, Callus did a fantastic. It would be next to him. Anyway,
Ah yes. What happened at the?
if you want to go,
That'd be much.
of
C'est
course.
chiant, mais vos
Why
gueules,
relax?
putain!
You see, so. if
Bah là,
you.
déjà, ça, c'est casse-couille!
If
Vos
I
gueules,
had to
putain,
make an
j'en ai rien à
analogy,
foutre de ce que
when you
vous
order a
dites.
dish, the chef will make it for you. If
C'est
you
chaud
try
qui est
to make
relou, la
removing the
merde.
syrup, so I can promise, they're certainly not cheap. So,
Ils
whoever their
ils ont
owner
qu'à
is
soit
must
moins
be.
parler, soit on aurait pu passer
Then you're
les
officially
dialogues.
in the clear, Thierry.
Jokes aside,
Oui,
I'll
bah,
be
Yover,
staying in
c'est
the city.
des cons, ça te va comme réponse? Ils arrivent à faire ça sur tous leurs jeux, sauf sur le là, y a pas un problème quelque part? Ah, c'est sûr, quand on n'a pas de rétorque, on est obligé de dire ta gueule. Non. C'est mieux déjà.
Hello. How may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? Sure. I will let...
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as...
Oh, it's all right. I just wanted to talk to you. Brief.
Yes,
Oh,
That's right. I also witnessed your... To beat the Hydra...
Oh,
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is.
Uncle Marcel,
Yes.
exactly.
Oh.
We were attacked on Aranias by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also, if not for the vid...
C'est les
Alas,
dialogues, ils
but
sont
rest assured,
chiants.
if anyone dare...
Thank you, Uncle Mark. Do you have any new thoughts?
Les dialogues de merde, putain.
It's okay.
Vos
Sounds
gueules.
good. All my wealth comes...
Mettez un bouton pour passer une cinématique, Oyoverse de merde. Ça me casse les couilles. Si, c'est grave. Est-ce que j'ai déjà fait un jeu où il fallait pas passer les dialogues autre que Genshin? Enfin, où vous pouvez pas, surtout. Mais même sur Pokémon, tu peux faire en sorte que leur dialogue passe 10 fois plus vite. Non, en allant dans les paramètres du jeu et en mettant l'apparition du texte en x3.
I'm sure I've forgotten something.
Bon, ça, souvent, quand je vois-
Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
We've talked to
C'est
all
vrai,
three
j'ai l'impression
suspects,
d'avoir un
purely
jeu
based on their conversation.
none of them sounded particularly suspicious.
Anyway,
But where should we start?
Et ben, on va commencer par le fait que je vais
Ah,
pas
you're
besoin de-
right.
according to Jacques...
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective? Besides Jacques, it's obvious that...
Do you think...
Given everything that... But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Ah merde, faut que je réponde quoi là? Je sais pas où.
Florent? But...
So you're saying...
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would... Thierry, you say? But...
Yeah.
Ouais, parce que le problème c'est que tout le monde de répondre pour savoir qui pourrait faire quoi.
Uncle Mercer, and with funds from... Still, also... Who
That's
could
so cool.
it be?
Oh putain! Je sais pourquoi en fait Fontaine ça donne la petite couille.
You know, if you think
Ah moi en fait
everything
c'est
through...
juste l'histoire, elle me casse les couilles, la Fontaine! Ta gueule, Diana ou je sais pas quoi, non Navia, voilà,
The
baisse ta
suspect
mère!
isn't...
Tu me parles
Even if
trop,
I
tu me
don't
demandes de
want
faire
to
des
believe it,
enquêtes policières!
I'm starting
Je suis
to see how
flic?
things...
Non, je suis un putain d'avanceur, arrête de me casser les couilles!
Yes, we need far more...
Navia, here you are. Oh,
Thierry Henry va fermer sa gueule, et pourquoi il est pas chaud?
Yeah,
Wasn't that place...
I know. But they said the person they're putting on
Comme
trial is a
football ailleurs,
Fatui
Thierry
harbinger
Henry.
called...
What?
Non,
Well.
t'es pas chaud.
Wait,
That's what
Mais
I
c'est
thought
Disney.
if the charge...
right.
Yeah.
C'est tout qui est chaud.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
Didier Drogba?
Since this is a You're right. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you
Est-ce
to
que
make
tu
it back in
m'autorises à
time
gueuler un
and
coup, là?
hand the decisive...
We'll help you, just like you helped us in
Oh
Libby's
Noël!
trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany
T'es
you.
mort ou t'es mort?
I'm ready.
Ah, Malou, Silver.
Bon bah,
We
voilà.
heard that
Voilà.
it's our hope that
Now that Navia has set out for Aranias,
Bah oui, là oui,
we
c'est
should
cool.
also get going.
Merci, je m'as fait gueuler pour rien. Pas assez, par exemple, parce que tu me casses les couilles.
According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
La remontada! Putain.
Finally found it! Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. Ah, you're right. Navia's
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are...
To be perfectly honest,
Oh,
I don't understand your country's
esta
complicated...
merde.
However, in which case, as long as I accept the charge, I've got to admit, when I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey! Don't you understand?
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon. Then why don't you duel me too?
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly. In that case...
That case had nothing to... Huh? What's going...
Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the...
Miss Navia, this is the second, but that was an
Oh, please. We can put that discussion aside for now. And if my charges...
Oh, so, Your Honor, is there nothing else?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge?
That person... Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières, huh?
I've heard of them.
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, and if the charge failed...
Yes.
In that case, I declare the members of the Guard. Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
I think an attorney won't...
Very well.
I would like to take only through elucidating what really happened in that case. Can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case?
Navia, come on. If that's enough to make...
Exactly correct, Your Honor.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, when the guests arrived at the scene, the guard's investigation did not... The suspect did not dispute Callus was defeated by... These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. After that, the true culprit turned the third... However... The testimony, however, unfortunately... This assassin... A pile of clothes, but now since... Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading every...
C'est le peu point qui a répondu ici. Tu joues à Warframe, toi? Oh, méchant. À peine commencé que t'en as déjà eu un.
Ah, so that's what happened. Wait, you're...
What a great theory.
Mr. Marcel.
Ah, but I think...
Then, may I ask some questions? 1. Do you have...
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should...
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we should be able to find him, considering the serial...
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuville...
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Maybe she's scared.
Alternatively...
My second question has to do with the... Then why didn't Mr. Callis explain himself in court? If he had...
I've thought about this. The dissolving power. My father could have exposed it for... At that time, what was certain, however...
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected.
What?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in... Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow had this up? But by staying silent, I was able to be... And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot and restore my father's...
So, you mean to say...
That's right.
Do you have any...
Of course, all you need... I don't need your... But since he
Yes. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number in my line of work. I've just one look. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callis never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony...
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you...
Right? What she said was fast...
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are... In my father's case, the culprit intended to... And, at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of The culprit could only time their actions so precisely. Coincidentally, Marcel...
So that's why you suspected me. I'm used to it, though.
No need to appeal to...
I won't try to refute. On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone... I know that even with... Alas, who won't feel at least a little... But if I were to dismiss... Do you know what the big...
I suppose...
It's timing. I'm a businessman by trade, in addition. But the disappearance is...
I do apologize.
No.
Is there anything... You can also take a look at my border entry records. Or ask my... Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
sounds like at this rate.
I think you've done us a... But aren't you going... He wished for you to become more rational, collected.
Yes.
Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong.
This isn't just about me. The biggest difference, the people whose families were many people's, and whose... Is it a man? Oh. I was...
Ce que j'ai à dire, c'est qu'elle a moins d'abonnés, pas de follow. Elle en a 28. Elle en avait 27 il y a quelques minutes. Et pour la peine, je me désabonne. Quoi. Ouais. Soit fini, on en reparlera après. Pour l'instant, le seul truc que je me demande, c'est Zebi.
Cascade.
Il y a un qui a pris bouche à cela. Je vais mettre fleur plume, source, Esugan.
Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place. Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Un serre-tête qui sert le serre-tête. Ça fait tellement longtemps que j'ai pas joué au jeu que je sais même plus ce que je dois faire. Pour l'instant, j'ai rien envoyé, je n'aurai pas cette fois. Je vais lui envoyer pour le cacher. La petite de retour. En ayant moins de follow. La 4 de vie. Il y a une ou un qui s'appelle chat aquatique. Ah bah merci. Ah. Noël, il se vient pas. Ah. Maxence, il vient pas.
The depths beckon. Be still. One of us has to go.
Ah, tu vois, je vais comprendre un peu. Parfois t'es visible, parfois t'es pas visible.
Illusion shattered.
Avant que je te le pousse,
Inazuma shines eternal.
ça sert à rien.
Mind the
Tu
day.
l'as. Ne jetez pas maintenant.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
Je sais pas pourquoi j'y pensais fort comme ça. Et il a beaucoup de vie, moi, Ayato, dis donc. Hein. Mon équipe fait plus la merde vu que je n'ai rien pu faire dessus. Je suis dans la D.
Nice and spicy.
Be still.
Bah voilà, le château était mort, c'était un peu grave. Bah, depuis un pote, j'ai pas beaucoup.
Race you.
T'as vu, il est fou, hein. Il est fou, il est taré, il est complètement taré.
I may have overestimated it.
Je vais le tuer. C'est dans la merde. Il va me marquer ça, non? T'as vu? Tellement rouge que t'arrives même pas à le mettre rouge sur ton lèvre.
Illusion shattered.
J'ai réussi à le faire sans que le monde soit en live.
Cascade.
Regardez,
Be still. Mind the deluge. That's far enough. Cascade.
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. That's right. Then let's hurry up and find... What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but... Huh? You mean the girls from... And then... And all the boxes of things. These names. That means...
Ça d'ailleurs, ce qui me fait penser, il faudra que je fasse quelques trucs sur le Discord.
Oh, look! There's an important looking basin over here. And it's full of water.
Et tu vois ton petit PC d'école là. À mon avis, tu vas devoir faire ça dessus. Parce que tu vois, par exemple, moi je peux ajouter juste à mettre le pseudo et bah voilà, je peux ajouter.
That means this is where they make all the synth. And that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal, Paimon will take notes on this.
Oui, bah ça. J'ai Samuel et Noël, à tout moment je les retire. Oh là là. Alors, je vais voir si je peux faire ça sur le téléphone, sinon je vais devoir aller sur un truc qui s'appelle un ordi. Alors, profil, chaîne, non. Tableau de bord des créateurs, gestionnaire du stream, paramètres. On va faire que t'ailles sur Zebi. Ouais. Je vais écouter le téléphone. Il y a des abonnés d'ailleurs sur YouTube. Je ne pas cette place. Bonjour, c'est qui est là? Dénoncez-vous. Je vais faire un truc et je suis tout à vous. Là, je sais pas, il y a quelqu'un sur mon stream. Enfin, je crois. Ah non, bon, pas grave. Allez, bon, on a le team.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing is... Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him. Yep, this should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have not determined the exact the old dog's a real... He can act when... I concur. Let's send someone to... Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 20... Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just, how can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact... You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going. So, that's why he did it. Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. Ah, you mean Vache is the one who did all of these... So that's it? No, that's not it either. If that's the case, why would
Là,
it...
justement, tu parles trop, Paimon. Ferme ta gueule.
Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial... Mixing in progress. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep! We've looked at almost everything here. Yeah! We haven't found anything that reveals... No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to... Sure thing.
Ah ouais, je fous.
You take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check... Ugh. Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either. Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you... Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed. The final name she decided on was Marcel. Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache... Hey!
And whose image do you... Is it a man named... Oh, so you...
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of...
I was waiting for you to...
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my...
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules?
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their confidence...
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've...
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything! After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you! You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache!
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that,
Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vigniere's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vigniere is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved, no matter what I do.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go, I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vigniere. A promise. We made a promise. Vigniere. Vigniere! Please, Vigniere, don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vigniere. During an underwater expedition, Vigniere accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vigniere back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president, Callus, at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all. The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves! Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Ugh, what now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
What?
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's...
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
J'en avais toujours pour de bol, mais j'ai jamais entendu. Je savais pas que c'était.
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it! I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not?
My dearest citizens, don't tell me.
But the way she looked just now...
However, and if you thought Child had nothing to do with the everything he's all shall be... Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in...
So she chose to make her escape after all.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect...
All right. After all...
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you...
Stop resisting arrest!
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you... I erased all records of that name.
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? The Fountain of Lucine? Then... Please give me a chance to talk...
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile?
Do you think serial killer...
Paimon agrees!
This request, is it worth it?
Of course! Wait.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live? Very well. I will grant.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to...
Thank you. Thank you. Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well? Oh, in that case...
Vache!
Ah!
Yes, that's it!
Vinier, it's me! It's...
Vache?
I'm here! I'm here!
Hey, wait!
Vinier, is that you?
Vache? Why did you come? Didn't I say... You look a lot old.
It's been more than 20 all this time. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought? Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world... If not for you, I would have finished my law. If not for you, I would have continued to... If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. It's all because of your self...
Wait, you are not Vinier.
You're right. I am not Vinier. I am the sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back, our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Az. The only one I am not is Vinier.
Why? But then...
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? You are a liar. A heartless murderer. The only thing you are not. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vinier's, she has had nothing but pure hate.
No!
You still don't. But on top of that, she said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you. Vache. Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Huh. Well met, partner. I knew something great was going...
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days.
Oh, now that... It's just been one thing after the other. Everyone from Spina this time, that...
It's been the dear...
That... Oh, by the... well...
Huh? So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula. I believe the story. To be fair, though, she was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clarand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great! Paimon also thought Clarand wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do. I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
L'autre là qui méprise la meuf de la plante là.
Sure thing. I'd
Bruna
like
qui
you two to
casse-couille
share the
un peu.
moment
Elle est
with me.
sympa mais elle est casse-couille
After
parfois.
all, without you,
Enfant,
there might not have been such a positive ending.
zombie qui est prêt à marchander pour lui récupérer son machin.
Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Ah oui.
Yeah,
Venti,
you're right.
lui
It's been raining
qui s'est que
non-stop for a
picoler.
few days now.
Un baron de veau, si tu veux.
This is where my
Ah,
father's grave
ils
is.
sont tous plus charmés que les uns que les autres.
To
Hein.
be perfectly honest,
Ça, c'est exactement l'image du machin. En mode, t'as Venti qui essaye de protéger. T'as Inazuma, c'est Raven qui attaque le village. T'as Zebi. Furina, elle protège que dalle, c'est Neuvillette qui aide. Ah, mais...
My
Oui, par
apologies.
village.
I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
En fait, le seul qui était logique, c'était Venti et Mavrika. Mavrika, c'est avec l'autre qui
I was
protège.
trying to say there's no need for you to apologize.
Et je crois qu'en fait,
I
la
wanted to
plus
show
neutre
my
et la
father
plus
how much I've
basique
grown.
qu'il y a, c'est vraiment
But
Mavrika.
still, I doubt I've
C'est la
grown
seule
to
qui a
the
pas
point that
vraiment
even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to
comme,
apologize to
Venti
me
et
over
les
and
autres, là.
over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
Enfin, ils sont cool à leur manière hein, à chaque fois.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette. In any case.
There was once a time when I didn't want to believe. Oh, rather than. Which is also why I didn't stop your. I believed. But Mr. Callis proved. If not for his. Mr. Callis. And in the end, a justice that's. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say. This regret has filled. That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula. Thank you so much for your hard work and.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that.
Didn't I just say you don't need
Venti,
to
ça serait le genre de mec qui te fait un poème, là, tout ce que tu veux. Tu sais, les sortes de petits chants à la con. Zombie, ça va. Furina, ça va. Mavrika, oui, c'est archi stylé. La meuf des plantes. Bon, merci. Ok. Raiden, ça va.
Anyway, Neuvillette is still standing around there. Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately. There are more and more
Elle a un peu
commissions from the
stardé.
Adventurers Guild, and they're all related to the Abyss.
Début.
Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and see if there's anything we can do to help.
Oh, it's you two. I see. Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine. And
Elle est censée avoir construit une machine, elle sait pas comment elle
truthfully,
fonctionne.
that name is already... There used to be a special sea. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. But today, the primordial sea no... What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special
Pour
cake.
l'instant, tout ce que j'ai l'impression de voir, c'est que c'est une meuf, elle a créé une machine avec des guillemets. C'est passé un verdict qui était à l'opposé de ce qu'elle était. Et elle sait pas pourquoi c'est comme ça. Elle est paumée. Pour l'instant, c'est juste une chipie pour moi.
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate.
Qui a juste envie
I
de
can
te
only
casser les
surmise
couilles
that
comme pas
Vacher
possible.
and his ilk only learned of its name. There
Parce
used
que
to be a
j'arrive.
special sea. Most of Tevat...
So it really was where everything began.
But today, the
Faut que je change
primordial
d'avis pour
Vacher
avoir un
discovered
comment
must
aller
have
à
been
la
some... Indeed. Why would... To be frank, is there any... Your sibling. If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our laws to the... Is there anything else you'd like to add? My apologies. However, for many years, as a divinely... Not only can it... Which is all to say... I was not a... In any case, based on Farina's... While we do intend to get to the bottom... If we did...
If you ask Paimon...
Is there any... That the sea levels will rise and every... Does that appropriately...
That's right!
Yes, up to the... Rumors have it that...
A prophecy?
Two parts of the prophecy have... Speaking of the prophet, if the rumors were true...
But...
Is there anything else? Very well. It was my honor to provide you with... It will soon be time for me to leave this...
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off. And so...
Alright, huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Je sais pas, parce que je me souviens bien, au début, il avait l'air un peu plus plaisant qu'à l'heure actuelle des choses. Là, il pouvoir en tromper avec des statues.
You know, we've been walking around for a while now.
Ah, putain. Ouais, merci Paimon. Va te faire foutre. Mais pour... non, mais c'est un truc où je dois répondre à un truc pour récupérer 1000 mois. Je sais même pas où est-ce qu'on va les voir.
Nadia said something about having a place ready. Yep, here's the room, and it's empty and waiting for us as promised. Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we... Oh, remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release... Then...
Oui.
Paimon didn't expect that style at all.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Huh?
A blonde trap.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much.
It's an honor to meet you both.
Neuvillette? He wants to see us again already?
I am not privy.
No thanks! We haven't left the room for a few...
Jure-le sur le fait que t'es gay. Si tu mens, tu deviens hétéro.
Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you.
Quoi tu dois faire,
But as for what I'd like to
Given that we've already made the trip here, you...
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation... If I'm understanding you correctly, the Snezhnayan harbinger known as the Knave has essentially... I heard that she was a... I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to... We convicted... I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper...
No, we shouldn't.
Oh?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. It's like a fight between two friends.
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially. Moreover, even if we were to talk in person...
Besides, you'll be at the...
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join them?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You...
Lady Farina.
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice, who is loved and adored. So I...
Non, pas non, c'est mort. T'es en train de me passer 25, hein, Yanis.
I prefer to see it. I assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina?
Bah ouais, 50%. Oh, Arlecchino! Nice!
Lady Farina?
Yes, that's right. Just like you two make...
It's a pleasure to...
Hello.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Oh, I'm not referring... The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood. All I meant to say is that Fontaine, that is some...
Now then.
Well, yeah, yes. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui Harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything. So now, in...
The rules governing...
An outright... Okay. You don't need to It's not like...
The fortress of Meropide has always been completely autonomous. Even we, however...
The Knave Show? We didn't even know that Lenny was from the...
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I also noticed that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters with...
Could the Knave...
If that were the case... In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. The details are still a special guard. I was only willing...
So this is...
Yes, this was my... The Knave did not seem satisfied.
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Firstly, and secondly...
Isn't it just Fontaine's...
I would not define it so early in Fontaine's. The fortress of Meripede may seem like a prison. All we do is dispatch. Although I do have.
Oh!
Correct. So, are you two willing to?
Yeah.
You two have my. We will rendezvous at.
Prepared ourselves.
Perhaps you could enjoy.
All right.
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Now that's more like it.
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take...
Bah, faut savoir. Je passe de personne. Faut pas être trop de buzz.